like, and subscribe. A young black man told me one day, after he came out of jail, he told me that he always felt that he would be incarcerated one day. He felt that it was a passage where you see young white men expecting to go to college. A lot of young black men who live in ghettos or come out of projects feel they have no hope and that at some point in time they're going to end up incarcerated. Some even feel like they're going to die at an early age. However, the picture you see is the actual reality. You could end up as slaves. And that white man on that horse, although he's considered a police or whatever, you might as well call him an overseer. And if you can see in the back, and if you can see in the background, you'll see some hoes and some shovels in there. They're going to do some farm work. And I can guarantee you they won't be paid minimum wage for it. I want to tell you how you were set up. First, they put us in projects. And then they give us a lack of resources. And then they refuse to hire us for quality jobs. And then we cut the TV on and we see we see diamond rings, we see nice cars, we see big houses. And we wonder, how can we accomplish this? We make this a goal. But then they drop drugs in our community. And then they give us movies like Superfly. And they tell us, well, they put the idea in our heads that selling drugs is how we can get rich. But we also know the dangers that come with that. And the reality of the situation, they put the drugs in our communities for us to sell. And they know exactly who's selling what to who and how much money that person is making, because they are the suppliers. They're bringing the money, they're bringing the drugs in. And if they really wanted to bust the real drug dealers, all they have to do is go up the pipeline. All they have to do is go up the pipeline. Offer this person clemency to tell who supplied them, then offer that person clemency to tell who supplied them, and go up, 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 up. And they know it's going to lead to them. But the game is to make double money. So they have you sell drugs in your community and destroy your community. So they make money this way. Then they arrest you and put you in jail. And then they put you on a prison farm, privately owned. And now you're working for them at a minimum wage. So in essence, you were working for them when you sold drugs. They were only going to allow you to get so big anyway. Then when they bust you, they put you in prison, and now they're making more money off of your labor. And like I said, you're not even being paid a minimum wage. But how did they put you? Well, I told you how they put you in this situation, by putting you in projects and things like this, and putting drugs in the neighborhood. But then what do? How do they really push you forward, nudge you forward? Well, back in the 70s and 80s, you had social activist music. You had Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? You had Curtis Mayfield. You had moving into the 80s and the 90s, you had NWA, and you had and Tupac. You had other rappers with a message. But what happened during the Bill Clinton era? They started buying up the TVs, they started buying up the radio stations, TV stations, magazines, everything we owned. And then they started pushing their narrative in there. Then they started pushing gangster rap. They told the social guys who made social activism positive rap records, they got rid of them. They got rid of them. And what did they do? They only promoted and put on the radio gangster rappers. And then they promoted this East-West Coast rivalry. Black against black. So now they have us killing each other. And see, if they have us killing each other, then they can stand back and say, well, look at them. They're doing it themselves. I had nothing to do with it. They have everything to do with it. They put you in a situation to where to survive, you have to fight like rats. Then they give you the music to push you forward. And then they glorify drug dealers as a way to get out. And they know who they're giving the drugs to sell. To you, to sell to your own people. And you set up. You sell drugs, you listen to the rap records, and you're lost in this game. And the big kick to it is that those of you that are selling the drug, you aren't making any money. You aren't making any money because there's so many of you competing against each other. You can't make any money because they will flood the market with drugs. And now you're killing each other over territory. And this is where you end up. And like I said before, now they're making more money off of you. Now I'm telling single mothers, show this video to your sons. Even if they don't listen to what I'm saying, they will understand this picture. Because a picture is worth 1,000 words. Because they are literally slaves, and that white man on that horse is an overseer. You see, after the Civil War, we were supposed to be given 40 acres and a mule. They didn't give us anything. So if you were a slave, they tell you you're free. They don't give you the 40 acres and a mule. What you gonna do? Then they make a law that said that you're loitering. And if you're loitering, then they can arrest you and put you back in slavery. But they call it prison. You broke the law, but they set you up to break the law. When they freed you, they set you up to break the law, and they're still setting us up. And they're still setting us up. Brothers, young men, stop killing each other. Get out the game. I don't care if you got to get, if 4 or 5 of you all got to live in an apartment together and work at McDonald's to make ends meet, then do that. And save your money together and then buy a McDonald's franchise. You are young Hebrew Israelites. You're going to have to figure a way. I'm telling you what's happening. You have a creative mind because you are God's chosen people. Now figure it out. Figure it out. God bless. And I'll catch you all the next time.